back. always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke. You a dope. You a joke. Want the smoke. Wanna talk, you a joke. You a joke. always wanna you joke. You joke. You joke. Always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke. If you flashing all the guns on your live, you a joke. Can't be posting up with bodies when you never ever roll. I'll be pressed to find a shooter who be lacking in the soul. Always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke. Always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke. You a joke. You a joke. Want the smoke. Wanna talk. You a joke. You a joke. Always wanna you joke. You always wanna you joke. You joke. You joke. Always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke. If you flashing all the guns on your live, you a joke. Can't be posting up with bodies when you never ever roll. I'll be pressed to find a shooter who be lacking in the soul. Always wanna talk, but you never want the smoke.
Listen, the boom tune this. Cash a cat said that saying, bass. Yeah, yeah, this original style, boom style. But under the crew, them see speaker on fire.
Watch me.
them out. As usual, I need to put my mic louder, I'm guessing, before you say something. Oh. Why did Thry have to title it like this? They, yeah. Who the hell is Alchemy? Nobody knows. I'm not sure. Is there some kind of delay? Is everything, or what are you referring to? Is everybody okay? Hello, hello. Do we have some delay? Hello, Rodon, Wiley B, Crimtech, Matt Savy, you know, Wind Up, yeah, Zane, Algorithmics, DVB, and the one and only DivShock in the house. What's up, everyone? Happy to be doing my on-screen chat. Yeah, the chat is not lining up with the screen. Let me see. Yeah, that is correct. Beep, 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 beep. No, that's the wrong thing to move. Deep, 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 deep. Deep, 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 deep. Thanks for pointing that out. That's always hard to tell when you load it. Here we go. It's fixed. No, the people on YouTube, hello people on YouTube, they can't see this Twitch chat. So if you want to chat, I'm not able to monitor the YouTube chat generally. But it's also streaming on YouTube. If you prefer YouTube, we are streaming at the same time there. And yeah, after this massive bag of dubs, we're diving right into feedback before starting talking some other shit. I don't know. We have a few submissions here. It's Jono. Let me know how to pronounce that name. Actually, I was thinking, Juno, Jono. What does it mean? You know? Juno. Okay, sweet. Like the synth. We have some guys that said, okay, you're flexible. That's cool. Always keep it flexible. Always stretch those muscles. Hi, where do you post links? I don't post links, but you can go to Discord to submit your tunes. Oh damn, and Wind Up, I seen your message. I have to reply to it still. Sorry for the delay. Mr. Windup can also do it live on stream, but I have to check it again. So without further delay, let's start with the people that are in the squad or Twitch subscribers, because you get to skip the line. And we have Rodon and Grimtech first, and then I cover everything else. So let's go. Rodon should make for a great entry here, because you submitted something massive last time. I have huge hopes for this one. And let me know how that, what happened to the tune from last time.
Vultures circle round my head, praying for demise. Just like them, you wish me dead. I see it in your eyes.
Ooh. Yeah, this was this. I had some words in between, but I lost them. No, that's what I call music. No, actually, yes, this is music. I do like the. I just wanted to say the word journey. Yeah, he just came to flex on everyone. I do like the journey that you made over your past few releases, and I have the feeling from this one and from the last one you posted that you're up to something great, and you should be definitely talking to Zane and me about this tune and the other one from last time. Because I mean, last time I think I had some constructive feedback, but this one, nope. I'd love to just play it again. Maybe we'd just play it again in the end. It was perfect. Only thing that I can point out, no, I think it was right. Yeah, just this one. I mean, the last one, there were some things to fix, but this one doesn't have anything to fix. It gave me big Camo and Crooked vibe, and definitely feeling some of the structure here, but it is standing on its own feet, and I really loved the dynamic and very round mix. So there was no annoying high end on here, which I personally really do appreciate. Even if the vocal was quite vocally and maybe poppy, it was in a good way, in a very good way. Very good way, very musically done. Yeah, there were some parts, and like the drum rolls, these were meticulously executed. And this is all like saying words for something. It made me feel something, and that's rare. So shout outs, Road on Sound. I'll play it. I don't have a lot of submissions. Maybe I have time to play it later. I would love to play it right now, but that would be no harshness at all, and very no need for any feedback here. I'll play the other ones, and I hope that there's not too many submissions, so I will just play it again later. Thank you. Let's go for biome research, and the biome is very important to Mr. Bias, so I hope you did some good research on your biome. Or is it just kind of space biome? I didn't hear it this morning when you sent it, so it's good you sent this one. So this should be an epic. I can put yours later, but let's hear this one and send the other one as well. Oh. Also looking like I have some kind of issues here. Let's hear this and let's fix everything. We do love some ambience. Ambient and ambience. instruments here. Here you can hear space. Sound of space. The actual sound of space. Yeah, I liked it. That was sweet. Definitely a vibe. But please send the other one. I have a bit of time here. Yeah, and that was to be heard after the track. So we have Juno. No, Juno. I can pronounce this as I want, he said. So it's Baby Boy demo. Real Dame. Yo, I got something from K Dame here, so I'm assuming that's you. Yo. So, as you're a first timer, you probably won't know that we usually don't cover 4 to the floor. This wasn't quite 4 to the floor. I think there was a breaky bit in the end. Also, bass house. Yeah, for a draft, it's pretty good. Bass house, whatever. Baseline, yeah, right, that's the right term. Yeah, The last stream was by Brandon. Maybe he's a bit more tolerant. I'm not tolerant against techno, but this is not quite techno, so we'll have it. But I don't have any proper feedback because it's not my expertise. It's all good. You're fine. It was quite old school, right? It didn't feel like, but then the sound of that is quite old school. So, yeah, no, there was nothing sticking out in the mix. It was maybe a bit undercooked. It could be it could be a bit more clipped, a bit more aggressive, a bit more modern. But then it has the nice kind of undone old school sound. It's not overproduced yet, so that's also charming. Yeah, it's charming. It's nice. It's fun. People liked it, and even I could bear it. So, shout outs for sending. But sorry, I also like the old school sound in there. Yeah, maybe a dub bleep in that typical bleep, but then it's even more cliche. It's a bit cliche, but the Spanish, the vocals made it quite charming. Oh damn! For 11 months, this is quite fun. So just smash it into a clipper. It sounded good, so I wouldn't do a lot to it. I mean, when I look through an analyzer, the picture might be different, but it sounded quite nice. Yeah, I think so. It's done because it has a charm. It has a vibe. So let's play Willie's track here. Yeah, we got more submissions from Wind Up and from Persis of Mem, who also goes by Shibari. Here's Egyptos, dance and EDM. And I have to say, people in this place, this one is a cheeky promo because it already has been released. So, 7 days ago. Bass music, Egypt, EDM, dubstep 140. Let's go. Yo, so that's the thing that happens when you send me release music. It just keeps playing. Wave Shaper. Yeah, it is our OG Ghetto Masters, like Saturator, Wave Shaper mode, Sinuate fold, and just up the volume on the input. So, Willie B, TikTok promo. How do you do TikTok? You did videos yourself or? No, it's true. Just put Wave Shaper on there. Yeah, I think this is solid. But for me it was just a bit. But yeah, why send a tune that is released for feedback now? What is? I was curious. Maybe that's part of your promo tactics, like just having it play. But good promo then, good TikTok moves here by Willie. But why send something for feedback? What now? What if I say I don't like it and doesn't help you? Or what if I say change that third drop? You wouldn't do it anyway. So what use is there in feedback? I think this is dope, and you have some nice textures and some nice bass. The artwork looks AI kinda. Yeah, definitely you can replace the file, but would you do it just because some nerd on the internet said the third drop was shit, which it wasn't. It was okay. It was just a bit slow for my taste, and it was vibey, but it could have been even more vibier. I'm the nerd, not you. Oh, before sending it to Spotify. Yeah. I think it was a decent mix. Some of the synths sounded a bit simplistic and could have been put more effort into the endings or how it comes together, but it was a nice, flowy, decent Egyptian dubstep. But for me, it was 140 and then halftime. I mean, I can accept some 170 and 170 halftime, but 140 halftime without a double time groove in there is just very low. But if you smoke the weed, I guess then that's fine. But I'm not. So, swell, hey. My accent, I'm German, or I live in Germany. I'm half Finnish and half German. So, if you really want to know the full story. Yeah, like this, but nothing, yeah, a bit slow for my taste. But I think you can release it on Spotify if it's already doing well on SoundCloud. Oh. We have, yeah, and speaking of smoking weed, we have, and I saw Lamebot sending music. Mr. Lamebot, I'm not saying you're smoking weed. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we have a stream upcoming on 420. What a coincidence. We have a stream upcoming on 420 with Lamebot, Matt Savy. Here's another one. Matt Savy, Lamebot, and a dope guest, whomst I've forgotten because of smoking too much weed when I was younger. Yeah, big 420 stream on, who would have thought, 420, I think. And the radio show is called Dank. Yeah, we're passing the Dank on 420. So Rodon, no, I didn't play your tune again. Did you hear? You did hear your feedback for your tune. So no, it's just showing in here. So yeah, we have a stream. We have awesome music coming up from diverse producers. Like we have Div Shock's EP on Below the Surface. We have loads. We have a generational run from Sound Museum releases coming in. We're in the middle of a generational run, you could say. Yep. And loads more. SATURATE releases. UKF feature just came out. I haven't even read it because it just got posted here. What else we have? We have more music to give feedback on, and we're continuing here with K Dame and another track that I'll just pull over here. This one is called Feeling Lucky. And it also seems like it's released, people. So 14 days ago, same amount of followers, 10 plays. Not gotten so lucky, but I'm not making any bad jokes about that. I just did, but mini meters. No, just maxi meters. I did have mini meters like 2 streams ago, but then I couldn't bother with this setup. Ooh. But if it's on SoundCloud, yeah, it's already out there, you know.
I think I'm finished from luck, getting back in return what I gave to the world. So many days where I hurt, digging holes for my family. I won't see me when they grab me. Hope he's looking down, seeing my feet in the sands of Miami. Back in the gym, I'm getting strong. Hit on my chest, look, I'm calm. I'm from the East Coast, not the South. You might think that I'm gang is calm. The way that I conquer these beats, you will find this track in the museum, line up with all the antiques. People stay hanging, they don't know the real me. Wanna act tough, they don't know that I got the concealed heat. The difference is I don't need me a trick of the shoot. I got my words and I mix, master, and people forget I produce. The verse for me is like cutting the cord, settling all the disputes. It's sassy and you're meant to falling through. Been 4 long years now, you decide to shoot. But my luck's up, you might just have to show. Get away, get away. Thinking that my luck's up, I might go and say, yeah, I'm thinking that my luck's up, I might go and slay. Yeah, I'm thinking that my luck's up, I might go and slay. Yeah, I'm thinking that my luck's up, I might go and slay. I just been tossing and turning when I'm trying to sleep. It's like the beat is always on turn. I just been feeling the rhythm. I open my eyes and I gups with a verse. Again and again and again and again, I be spitting that shit till it hurt. Got me a pen and a paper, doing this shit until I get hurt. It's sassy and you're meant to falling through. Been 4 long years now, you decide to shoot. But my luck's up, you might just have to show. Get away, get away. It's sassy and you're meant to falling through. Been 4 long years now, you decide to shoot. But my luck's up, you might just have to show. Get away, get away.
Yo, yeah, here we go. No, it's just playing anything. Mini meters. No, sorry, bro. I have ears. Yeah, it's distracting somehow. And what would it when the face is so out of place that I can then spot it in millimeters, then I might even hear it, the correlation in the oscilloscope. I would look at the frequency spectrum probably more personally, because sometimes I'm not hearing the holes that are in your spectra, but that was distracting, the spectra. When you wanna get laid, you're being mean, Crimtech. How you're assuming. It's not really messy. It's quite organized, but at some point the piano does some stuff that is too much, and also the piano is playing through it. So the general lick, the general sample of the beat, if you consider the piano to be a sample, because I think it was, or it was treated as one later, the general sample was good, but it could pause more, and especially when you then doubled it, it got a bit much, right? Also, but I also, the percussion felt a bit ready-made, maybe loopy, straight from a splice pack, maybe. If it was real, kudos to you anyway. Yeah, a bit more vocals, definitely, and taking back the piano a bit. But overall, you even had a B part in there with a different piano. So overall songwriting was on point. I mean, it was a vibe. It felt nice. I didn't understand a word. That's because I'm not able to speak English or to understand English properly. So I always need like 10 times getting a word. But if the English people in here are saying it's okay, so let's a generational baby maker. Yes. It could be that. So make it that. Make it has all it needs, but it has a bit too much of the piano. My English is decent, but then when it gets to understanding lyrics, I love a lyric video of this. So I'm not commenting on the lyrical skills. I'm pretty good in commenting on beats, and this beat was, it felt acoustic, and also props on the singing and the rapping. So everything came together. It's a nice combination. Was a nice combination. Nice. Just needs a bit of fine tuning in the mix and the piano. So this one is called Hop in the Coupe P Origami. Hop in the Coupe Origami. Nothing too nasty, nothing too horny.
I
Yeah, so also cheeky promo. Another cheeky promo. This seems to be the stream of cheeky promos. You're supposed to send unreleased music. This yeah, I was asking if Juno was still here because we had the team, and the team being sorry for the no pop shield noises here, but Mr. Windup made me crack up. Should be called Mr. Crack Up. We had the team, and the team being Zane, checking the AI likeness in the background, and Juno came out with a 100% human score, while this one is only 91% human. So what's with the other 9%? It's robot music. But who, where to start? If this is real, to me it sounded like AI, but yeah, it was too fluffy for me personally. But if you enjoy this kind of music, then maybe I'm too old, it looks like. Maybe boom, yeah, it was too cloudy, too mumbled, too jittery, too, but nice, another nice horny groove there. Definitely. I was predicting the horny slaps here. I didn't understand it, to be honest. I'm just an old fart, I guess. So I have to pull up the next bit, and the next bit is by Shibari, and that might, let me know beforehand if it's a troll or not. It's a weird stream today. I'm not even I feel like I haven't given any. They don't wipe, or they don't wipe with me. I feel like I haven't given any proper feedback yet, because it either was too good, or it was not for me, or it was weird, or it was children's music with 9% robots in there. That sounds wrong. So wrong, Mr. Shibari. I hope you have yeah, I hope you're bringing something. such a stream today. Yeah, definitely was hearing the solo on top of that was missing. Yeah, I was when Mr. Devour R1 said the guitar is perfection. I wasn't sure. Was that ironic? So I think lots of guitar throughout. Every other element was kind of more on point than the guitar. The discordance is intentional. Cool. Really? Like, really? Yeah, big jazz ass solo all over it. I think the only thing that I can say, so the rhythm, no, I can't say more, but the rhythm was really dope. It actually felt like, yeah, like, how do you call it? Like free jazz, but but it was enjoyable free jazz in a way. Yeah, chaos. Yeah, right. Here's the band. Zane. Zane should be directing here. Like some really weird hitting the piano like big time, like clusters. Great call. I think the guitar didn't quite fit the picture because so acoustic. I mean, it set the vibe and it set the tone, but I think it could have been. There's also a lot of low end, and that's the only thing that I meant to say. The guitar has too much low end. Definitely some good beard stroking here, and I'm really happy that this today we can call is the born day of the Uncouncil. Yes, and it's free application. Anyone can be on the Uncouncil. It was quite good, but I don't get the mix of the guitar. But then sometimes you have these jazz albums where even the mix isn't quite there, but it's still good. So let's see, I have a few things pulled up here. One came, oh, it's One by Wind Up. Isn't this nothing, is this from the set we've been discussing? Yeah, so I heard this before, my friend. I heard this before. It's 4 to the technically it's 4 to the floor. So next one. No. Policia. No, I think the snare is the biggest issue on the last part. Little dry transients or more wetness, because listen to this last drop. It is very awesome, the atmosphere that you're creating. Like we're falling into a very vast space here, and it's very round, and I'm not sure if welcoming, but it's definitely a something. It's definitely something. It's definitely a space, and then you bring in a very dry snare. It's maybe even the wrong snare, or it could be more crash, and it could be more whoosh, more long. It's too dry, I think. Yeah, or or even pitch it down like an octave and have just a transient high or something. Let's hear this third drop, and then even the start is perfect, and it is mostly from that very low atmospheric thing guiding you into this last section, and it is creating this space that I was talking about, and then this space goes away, and then it's suddenly quite dry, and you're not in this space anymore. So what's happening? So needs a bit more context. So. That brass is creating a lot of space, and it's very nice. So I think you need to record that, or just have more of these notes, but record that, resample it, reverse it, and then have that space going for that whole last part. And yeah, switch up the snare. Let's hear the main drop in comparison. Yeah, even if you would use that snare, that's perfect. A very nothing snare here, with just a transient and a little bit of very nice transient snare fakes here. It's very interesting, because here maybe this one is wrong and an artifact, but let's hear it again. The clip there. But yeah, I liked what you made from these. So it sounds, there's a bit of 8-bit, there's a bit of marimba or kalimba or whatever, kalimba rather, sounding type shit. So the composition of textures, of sound textures, is awesome. I really like everything about this until the last section is good from conceptually, but yeah, the dryness is just plain wrong. The break is the best thing about it, even if it's quite pop, but nice chords, nice instruments. I'm just a sucker for these simple waveform 8-bit-ish sounds. And very nice glitched kalimba, I guess. Yeah, mix and sidechain and everything is in place. Nice one. That's the only thing that I would wish for, a different last part. And then let's hear Swell Times now. Swelly, what's up with Swelly? Let's go. Hey.
Do I feel happy in life? Let's see. If I can realize certain things in my work, I come the closest to being happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm working, and I'll be able to
Yeah.
and I'll be able to fulfill a scene truthfully, and then I think I'm happy. Well, I find it very stimulating to keep studying and working, but I'm not just generally happy.
Yo, we have a cat visitor on the desk. Yeah, quite safe. Everyone that seems to like it. I like it too, and it's quite typical. Yeah, right. There was some moody good fall in love in there. Fall in love. Yeah, it was a cat. But he didn't want to come on camera, sadly. Anyway, it was good, but there was something wrong with it. Maybe it's Maybe it's because the ingredients are, yeah, maybe I heard the tune before. Maybe the melody is too simple. Maybe the melody is too simple while it's still being slow. Maybe also the sounds are, you did some great modulations on there. Yo. Yo. Trying to have the cat on stream. Where is it? The snare is wrong. The snare is, yeah, it's a quite bodied snare, so I think you like these very low snares. Or I am personally from the small snare gang. Kinda SM. Sound Museum, you think? No. What's SM? Also, we're pointing out the arrangement. No, this is a quite saturated tune, but then there's something wrong, and I'm trying to point it out, but it's hard to say. Maybe it's just the simplicity of the melody, or the that I have heard these sounds too much. And you did execute well on the build, but how the first part of the break then went into build, I think it was also weird. So let's hear the drop once.
If I can realize certain things.
Yeah.
So the bass sounds very dope here, but the melody maybe isn't it. Maybe we need faster. So boom, boom. The higher bass notes sound very good. So the mix isn't the issue. The snare per se isn't the issue, but maybe it's again a halftime tune at 140. Yeah, maybe Zane knows what's up. Let's hear the break and maybe you'll figure it out.
Sometimes when I'm working and I'll be able to
So here you have weird elements coming in before the build up. The piano-like higher thing is very irritating. Yeah. Maybe it's a contrast. Maybe that's it. Maybe because you have the sounds on there all the time. Let's hear the intro. Yeah. Also intro. That's all the same melody and all the same sound. So it's probably about contrast and having something that introduce a bit more a bit faster tempo, and that might be faster bass notes and not necessarily the drums. And if you get bored, then pitch the snare like 2 octaves up. Yeah, not a bad tune, but it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Yeah, like make more contrast. And then like the execution of some of it was very good and some of it was heard it too many times. So these little scratchies, these were perfect, but the other bassline part is a bit boring, maybe. Yeah, these wobbles, these I personally think they're boring. What is awesome are these little effects, maybe more effects and maybe more risk. Yeah, more risk and less of that. So to create contrast, you need to have parts without that bass sound. Maybe also a different melody and not always Yeah, it's the same melody in the intro as well. So, this might get worse, but who knows? We have Afternoon Delight. So it's someone. Hey, Mr. Afternoon Delight, maybe you're in the chat. It's someone that does the thing that I was talking about in the last stream, is putting, I would think your artist name is Gangsta, and the track is called Afternoon Delight. So let's give it up for Gangsta. Cover looks AI, but it has dank on there. Did you spot the dank? Spotting the dank. So yeah, oversquashed. Team oversquashed. Maybe volume 4. Yeah, I'm glad you can take it with. I was expecting somewhat way worse from seeing the title and the artwork. This was enjoyable. Definitely, I wasn't always a fan of frog noises, and I'm still not. I'm too big on the frog noises, but since I'm listening Vision Radio, as we all do, I also got accustomed to the frogs. Way for a year, this is dope. Yo, Lamebot is skipping the queue, and there was someone subscribing up there. I wanted to big up Kaizai Kızıltın. Kızıltın. Big ups. Let me know how to pronounce the name. I don't have any idea. Anyway, this Frogger was quite the Frogger, and for 1 year this was awesome. Actually, it would have taken me 10 years to make a tune like this. No joke. So constructively, a bit more variation, but then it's a stomper, so it stays the same, but bit more of the you said something yourself, wonkage. Yeah, it could even be more wonkier. To be a really good tune, this needs to be more wonky, and that could be with some nice tape stop effects on some of the elements, even the drums. And I did like the frogs, the main bass, so the drums could be a bit more upgraded, a bit more additional rhythmics was pointed out. I agree with that. I think my main point is the main bass could be more powerful with more energy, more saturation on there. Saturate everything, always. Yeah. So the do is pretty tame for a gangster, right? Is do the quack, the frogs versus the gang. The frogs are great, but the gangsters could be bigger. So just Kaiseil, the first 5 letters would make Kützel. Leave the snare. I didn't think the snare was too bad. Kützel. Thank you now. The snare was a bit standard, but it was fine. But do take this main bass and make it like 30% more aggressive, more saturator, more distortion. And there's the snare defenders even popping up here. That's just straight up crazy. Okay, this was Gangster. We'll move on to Noir, number 1R. And this is his first dubstep tune, and it just got uploaded 38 minutes ago. And it's starting right here. And it doesn't sound like dubstep. It sounds like AI or Splice. Woo!
Leave me with the lights out, escaping quietly. Oh, why did you go down to the graveyard? And now you're not breathing. Tell me if it's alright. I'm going out my mind. Don't wanna start a fight. Oh, why did you leave me alone tonight?
Color step. Yeah. Wow. You're making me crack up here with the jokes. Noir. That's you, Devour R1. That's clever with the name. I like the name. And if this is a start, it's clearly sounds a bit color bass, and Skrillex inspired. We're fearing that there's some AI or spy samples in play for the vocals, and I did think these vocals were too kitschy, but then that's maybe the whole thing about the contrast. Great contrast then. Yeah, it's just it's nothing I can really comment on. Is this color bass from a sample pack scene? These snares sounded pretty tight. No AI detected. Yeah, color bass to me is just like up this kind. I shouldn't shit on genres. For color bass, this was quite good, I think. I cannot contribute a lot of constructive thing to Boxy. Yeah, for me, the snare has too much body, but then that's a feature of the genre. Yeah, and the whoop, whoop, whoop and whoop sounds also could use some treatment that would make them more flavorful and compact and a bit more flume-like, I guess. They're quite open when it comes to the high frequency range. So a bit more body, but then it's, yeah, maybe that's not wanted. A little bit more bass, yeah, a bit more body on the sound. For your first dubstep, I have to say, it was a quite good dubstep, yeah. And it doesn't seem that you're doing this for too long, so, or you did something else before. So, yeah, keep at it, right? And checkerboarding is the... Yo, Rational, I meant to finally talk to you today, and then I didn't manage again. I have you on top of my list to send a message to. Yeah, shoutouts. Everyone submitting. We're closing in on the end. We have Lamebot here, who actually got gifted like 10,000 base points, and I didn't play his tune. So let's do the Balloons VIP first. Thanks for sending. Yes, thanks for cooking with Tampu. Yeah, my name is Coach Tampu. And I think this track here got sent in one of our feedback circles. And let me talk about feedback circles for a second. It's a thing that we started a few weeks ago, where we will put 5 producers in a group chat and they give each other feedback. Why are we doing this? Because I think feedback is the one most valuable thing that gets us forward. Even if my feedback has been shit today, there's other producers that you get to know in these circles that might give you better feedback. And this was a closed experiment that we did on our Discord or in our Discord group chats, and we're opening this up slowly. So it was a closed experiment for people that are on the artist development program, and the artist development program is a one-on-one coaching program. But the feedback circles are completely free peer-to-peer feedback, and it's been a proof of concept and it works. Yeah. And it works. And now we're opening slowly. So if you want to apply to a feedback circle, if you have been a regular guest of the show and I know your stuff and you want to give feedback to other producers and in return receive feedback from other producers, then you're welcome to hit me up on Discord. My name is Bias1. My screen name is Coach Tampu. Search me and send me a message. Thing is, I know for a fact, and I've been part of such circles, that meeting once weekly and having the accountability to finish something until a certain date and then getting proper feedback on it is so helpful and so valuable, that I try to, and often we don't dare to ask, right? But if it's a ritual and if it's a group that is giving feedback to each other, so even if you're not partaking in our circles, I would still recommend you to go out and search for three to five people in your life, in your real life or in your online presence, and exchange tunes with a set of rules. And that rule set might be just, it needs to stay constructive and it needs to be every Saturday or something. And it works. It just works. Anyway, that's interesting. I often say you shouldn't EQ so much. Anyway. Lamebot has been on one of these groups and has been beta testing, and I think he sent this, but I don't know because I'm not one of the peers giving feedback in these circles. Thanks, Mr. Swell. That's nice of you to say. Sorry for dismissing the EQ. I just hate EQ. I try to use as least. No, that's wrong. I try to not use EQ as often as I can. Mr. Bot, is this the one that everyone went crazy? Yeah, as little as possible. Thank you. My English is degenerating by the minute here. Oh, it's a different one. Okay, let's go for balloons. prefer to do my coloring in the saturator. The saturator. The saturator. Brr, brr. Sorry for that. Oh, it's still going. It's still playing here. Sorry for this Dropbox upload, Mr. Lanebot. I'm sorry for you. Couldn't afford the SoundCloud. Anyway, yeah, I think the last drop made it all worth. Yeah. The last waiting on the last drop made it all worth. Before it had some issues. On the last drop was perfect. Wipes, very wipes. Approved from SATURATE Central. Stamp of approval. And before that, I think here this wacky drums down the stair kind of percussion. It felt like it has a different tempo than your drop, so it might not be looped correctly. Also, it felt late. Later, when in combination with the beat, it also feels late. Also, it could use additional processing on top. I think it's too low in the spectrum. It's quite distorted already, so it's quite done. It's quite cooked. So, yeah, Zayn with the late submission. I'll play it as last track. I think, yeah, just put the thing, play with the pitch, put it higher. Doesn't necessarily need to be an octave. Make it a bit more clean. I think here in the first part, the groove was there, but it was missing something. Yeah, the bass line is not it yet, I think. So, or when it goes away, I'm missing bass. So maybe make it more sustained and more boom, 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 more like a booty bass that doesn't really have breaks, because yeah. Or I have another percussion. The shaker is quite shaky, so quite sitting on top. Quite. It works. It is. Something is missing. Yeah, maybe it's the kick being long and the sub could be longer. Also wasn't quite happy then when yeah, the stair falling drums, they are late. Think they're hindering the flow here a bit. Hard to nail. Maybe it's not too late, but I feel too late. Yeah, didn't appreciate how this part came in, but I really fucking did appreciate the last part. It was awesome. So yeah, give it up for Mr. Lanebot. He will be streaming here in 4 days. Yeah, maybe when the sound is fixed, and even like just a milliseconds to the left. Try it when it's not the timing, then it's the sound. But yeah, Mr. Lanebot, this Sunday, no, in 4 days, Sunday, no, Monday, is it a Monday? On 420, playing with Medzavi on this dank stream. Yeah, don't forget to tune in. We have 2 more tunes, maybe 3 more tunes. This one is by Kizil. No, it's not. Is it G? It's G frequency. Yeah, I wasn't too sure, so I wasn't. We have another guest on 420. Hello, Kuzil. What is blood on? Yeah, I'm asking myself this every day. Crazy logo. I really do like the artwork. This is 4 months old and it's only 1 minute 39 seconds long. Oh, Turkey. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not pointing out it's too short, but I'm pointing out it's too short. Tribal, yes. Personally, we all like this, but me personally, I would like if it would stay minimal and you wouldn't bring in these weird elements, because in the beginning it's quite good. It's really good. This would be enough for a dancey tune to carry the most of the first half of the first drop, right? This should be repeated and this should be rather built on. You have a bit of distortion going on, maybe a bit too much. It could be a bit more rounder, depends. I'm not sure what you're going for, but if I would have my hands on this project, I would then just take this and loop it. Yeah, definitely way too early, and that's why your track is so short. But it depends. It could be a dance floor banger. Now it's a weird experiment. So in this first section, the snary, the metallic snary thing also is not quite right sounding. And then this variation just sounds like some weird shit, because before it's building like a techno-ish bass dance banger, and then it gets weird, and then it again builds up to drop the second part of this techno weird bass banger. I'm not sure why I'm saying banger and then banger, but overall it's dropping too early, and it could be have way longer parts and way more reduction and minimalism, but I don't know what your overall style is and what you're going for. So this atmosphere, which we barely can hear in the background, that would be sufficient to be an additional element on part 2 of drop 1. but you have chosen to bring it a weird licky guitar before, so it doesn't even get to the shine that it needs, because it's a great atmospheric pad here, and I don't mean it as ironic as I'm saying it. Eric, Mr. Eric, we're late in the stream. I'm not really accepting any more tracks. I'm playing 2 more and then I have to end. Yeah, once you know the length of your drops, you will also know if the intro should be longer. That then depends if you're going for a 3-minute tune or a 4-minute tune. Yeah, anyway, but if you're submitting, Mr. Eric, then we'll still play it next time, which is next week. Yeah, but this was an interesting submission here, something fresh and not generic from Mr. Kızıltün. So, Mr. Kızıltün, Rational Soul is... I would also EQ this one, and I would EQ out some of the highs, because the highs are a bit too heavy. This is by Sefsky. Is Sefsky in the house? And we can see here's a Sefsky playlist. And Sefsky also has a collab with Swell Times, which is secret. And he has a collab with Skrillex, Sampa, SD Kid, Peekaboo. He's huge. This guy is huge. And Hotix. So we are hearing a demo, Hypnosis demo, which is signed though. We don't know to whom. Let's check it. Big man Sefsky.
Keep staring at that particular spot. Do not look away from it. That's it. The more you stare at the spot, and the more you hear my voice, the more you'll be going deeper and deeper to sleep. Your eyes are getting heavier and heavier. That's it. Breathe in and out. And the more you breathe in and out, the more you are going deeper and deeper to sleep. Hypnotize. Hypnotize. Achieving the hypnotic state with my assistance will help you to master the self-hypnosis taught on the other side of this record. Then you can give yourselves whatever suggestions you so desire. The possibilities are unlimited. Make yourself ready to start upon this wonderful adventure of relaxation, self-discovery, and self-improvement. Your eyes are getting heavier and heavier. That's it. Breathe in and out. And the more you breathe in and out, the more you are going deeper and deeper to sleep. Hypnotize.
Yeah, that is the huge question. That is the elephant in the room. Is this a cheeky promo? Might just be. Just some light EQing. Sorry, light EQing got me again. Yeah, I think there's nothing to really fix. Not submitted, but signed. Oh, that's yeah. Yeah, maybe just the high end on the hi-hat was a bit much. I'm personally not a fan of the yois, but I really liked all the other bass sounds in this one, so I can, yeah. Yeah, that's maybe pushing. Yeah, also someone pointed out that the break was quite empty, so maybe it needs a bit of filling, and probably also in the lower mid to make it feel full. Yeah. I did like most of the bass. What I really liked was the reverb into no reverb bass. That was awesome. And some reverb basses. Right, that part.
Hypnotize.
Yeah, nice modulations. Yeah, these reverb throws are executed nicely. Just a bit controlling of the highs and maybe filling up the break, and you're golden here. Yeah, that's what he said. Here, the man, the myth, the EQ master. I have one last thing. I don't even know what it is. It's from Zane. It's called BB 2026 0416 T223412 /736 /00200 /85 BPM. At least we know it's 85 BPM. Dot wave. Last track. Let's go. And then I'm playing a bit more from that Diff Shock EP. Oh, I muted Discord, and that's why it's not playing. So I cannot even show you this because it's playing it from Discord. So don't spam me with your messages right now because I'm streaming and you will hear your own notifications. This is how glitch hop should have sounded. No. Oh, why is it stopping? It's longer? Is there some silence maybe? Mr. Zane? I downloaded. That's it. Okay, because it's still playing. Yeah, this was cool. I didn't expect. Now this was cute. Yeah, this is going to be one for the books forever. This is going to be a. You should always come on these streams and help the younger producers with your tips. Yeah, this was zany, and I really liked it. In the beginning I thought, oh, this has way more high end than the one from before, but then that's you can get away with everything. But when it really got awesome with these, with the music that came in, melody, I think the third chord could be more prominent. I think often in this one it wasn't as bad, but often when you have this kind of gargled chords or a gargled melody, or if I'm saying it nicely, like glitch hoppy type or hyper pop or future beats, flumi type of chords, sometimes they get too mangled, and they weren't too mangled in this example. It's a great execution, but I think you can make the third chord bigger with more substance, so adding like a lower note on there or something. That's the only thing that I can say about this. Which might be weird. But let me try to find it. Now, it's not the third one, it's really hard to yeah, just make these two chords more have them have more body, I think. The burp 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 parts, so that I can relate to the harmonics, because the rest is already quite complex, more prominent, more I don't know the English word. And that's how we're going to end it, with me not being capable of speaking the English anymore. Capable? It's capable. This is we're capping off the stream. We're ending the stream here. Thanks everyone for joining, especially everyone. Nice shout outs to Christian as well. Thank you. Shout outs. We're doing this weekly. We're alternating. Next week is our head A&R, and it might be Saturday, and I'm on every other week. But we also have a music stream on 420 with the guys from Dank, and planning on some more shenanigans. For signing out, yeah, Mr. Overdrive is next week. I'll play the opera by Slippo, I think, which might be, and then we'll go into some stuff. No, I'll play the one from Diff Shock first again, the hot plate, and then we'll play the opera, which is coming forward on 4th on, yeah, English not working anymore, on Above the Surface. Thank you for joining. See you next time. I enjoyed it very much. Sorry if I couldn't give you any good feedback. That's what the feedback circles are for. So join the Discord, be active, find your people, give feedback, and just be a decent human, please.
Listen, the boom tune this. Cash up, so that's in. Nice. Yeah, yeah, this original style, moon style. But under the crew, them see speaker on fire.
call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can see me either or. Don't call me cause